Hey, what's going on? Give me 1 second here, guys. what a what a crazy day. I don't know if you watched the final for the World Cup, but it was absolutely insane. I'm just struggling to try and get everything online. Oh man. Absolutely insane. So let me catch up on comments. Give me 1 second. We might have a special guest joining us too. So give me a moment here. I'm signing into Splinterlands. I think we're all good. Okay. But congrats to Argentina. Congrats to Messi. I mean, that was a phenomenal game played by both teams. Yeah, I had no idea. This is gonna be crazy. Let's go ahead and turn. Whoa, God, love the music, but gotta turn it off. All right. So we go. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments here. I apologize because originally I thought the game was going to be over, like many other folks. I thought the game was going to be over when Argentina was up 2-0. So I set the things, I set the stream to begin around that time, and then or around 11 o'clock when the game should have been over. But yeah, it was crazy. When extra time, we went to penalty kicks, and So Crypto Beaver, good morning. If you're still here, Wibble, what's going on? Wee. Good morning. Land region's going fast. Wife and I had to change plans and have to wait for our next spot. Where are you planning to get? So Andrew Johnston, good morning. Land claim has picked up once GTM. Picked up pace GTM. What's GTM mean? I picked up region 011. Are you trying to be? Oh, okay. You're talking Matt. I only have 2 plots, so I don't really care. I'm looking to be in either LOP or Shimmering Coast. Happy Sunday, Liberty Guy. Good to see you guys. Was looking at plots. Oh yeah, these comments are from like a while ago. I don't think the map reflects land. Okay. Yeah, I know. 3-3 game. It was insane. Oh my gosh. That was absolutely nuts, guys. All right, so hold on. Let me get the comments here so that I can see all the new comments that come through. 3-3 games over. Thank you, Mrs. Crypto Panda, for posting that and letting folks know. You love the Holy Auto Tuno cover. Thank you so much. We're planning to do more originals, more covers. Yeah, it's fun. We're having a good time with it. So yes, congrats again to Argentina. Stock jockeys in the house. I don't watch TV. It's all good, man. We won't cry for Argentina. Beautiful country. Take away the politics. Yeah, sure, politics and sports can get wrapped up. Obviously, here in the U.S., that's become a big issue. But I can just be happy for the players, for the citizens of Argentina cheering on Messi. They weren't my pick. I mean, obviously, I wanted to see the U.S. win, but they got knocked out in that first was a round of 16. But yeah, happy to see Messi get it. So I used to love sports, but I realized there are so many other things that are more important than bread and circus. Yeah, I mean, sports is just entertainment, right? At the end of the day, it's just entertainment. But I love good competition, and that game had to be one of the best that I've ever seen. I mean, a lot of people saying it's the best in history. Obviously, I only started watching World Cup maybe 2006, briefly. 2010 is when I started becoming religious about my World Cup viewing. So 2010, 2014, 2018, I started watching like pretty much everything. And then obviously this year, I got to most of the games. Now. Sorry, Wild Hog / Druid's Blood. Oh, I guess you're just Wild Hog now. All right, so I sent out all of the bears, all of the packs. The last thing I need to do is send out DEC. Any extra DEC. I need to sell the couple of Possibilis that we have for the group buy, and then we should be good to go for now until the next couple of ones come out. Then I sell those. But I apologize. I guess I should have sold earlier, because if we take a look at where Possibilis is now, and I don't know if you saw one of my recent videos, I was covering the price difference for Possibilis the Wise. Yeah, down to about $10, between $10 and $11. So that was super fun. All right, hold on, let me see here. Somebody wanted to hop in with me. I just want to see. Okay, in a few joining. Okay, cool. Looks like someone's gonna join me today. Darkest Night is traveling. He actually, well, actually, no. I'll let him say it later. I don't feel like I should be talking about his personal what he does with his time, but I think you guys will get a kick out of it. Skyer, what's going on? Just maxed my Possibilis. Amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be, I mean, this is by far the cheapest legendary summoner out there. I got lucky. I got lucky with a great pull of them. Even though I was only guaranteed 2, my RNG was fantastic. I think I got 4 regular and 1 gold foil. So even though prices were high, I just sold everything. I didn't sell everything. I sold the gold foil and then immediately maxed him out. Now I wish I had waited a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I don't even feel like playing for the now, if that makes sense. It sounds like there's cool things coming to the game, but that's like, a little while away. So this whole drive for me to even like get up into Diamond, like this season, so I just made it into Diamond, for example, and I hit the button like an idiot but here's the thing, it's just like I was thinking about, I'm like, should I go and do the same thing I did last season, rent out a bunch of cards and rent out max versions of all these cards and try to like push for Diamond or Champion? I guess I could. I mean, the bot's going to end up playing most of it because we have how many days left in the season, and we got the holidays coming up. I'll be traveling. So, here. A little under 12 days left. In a week, I mean, not in a week is Christmas. Holy crap. In a week is Christmas, and 3 days I'll be flying to Chicago. So, sorry guys, give me 1 second. I think I'm battling like a cold here, so I'll be right. I just don't want to blow my nose on stream. Region 22 is the next available region. Last night, now it's 41. Yeah, I mean, I think people are realizing that like they just didn't want to be part of the Pacific Northwest. Let's go check out land, shall we? I want my 2 plots, and actually I might just split up my 2 plots for the hell of it. I don't care about this volcano at all, so I kind of want something here in like the LOP or the Shimmering Coast. Like, it'd be awesome to wait until 150, but I have a feeling a region holder is gonna grab 150 because they're just gonna wait until we get close there and then hold off. But maybe they won't be able to. Who knows? No, I'm sorry. The regions always go first, so people would have to fill up all the rest. So yeah, somebody's gonna grab an entire region at 150, I believe. But still, I mean, I'd be cool with like 148, 149, just like this little coast here. Seems like the weather would be fantastic here, and the weather would be fantastic here, even though this looks like snow. But once again, it's exciting. I like to see where people are. I think people are having a lot of fun with it. But it just, it's not doing much for me. And I know literally a week ago, Darkest Night and I were having a blast talking about this and getting into it and talking about Moonland. But, ultimately it's just like, I'm just waiting. I know like there were several guilds that all got their stuff together. I think Gank got his spot too. And so, yeah. It's gonna be fun. We'll see. Tales from the Cryptmancer in the house. Good morning, crypto boys. No, that's not right, Tails. It's supposed to be hello, crypto boys and ghouls. Stock Jockey, Tails in the house. Yeah, Region 22. What is classic? Ooh, all right. Tails, real quick. Let me know if you want to do a Discord call for Gods Unchained. I'm so glad to see, Tails, that you are doing content for Gods Unchained. I plan on following it and hopefully jumping into the game more, so I'll reach out to you. But guys, we have a special guest. You ready in the green room? Vilson is here, and I'm gonna go ahead and add him into the stream, and let's chat it out, man. What's going on?
What's up?
long time. We haven't chatted, and we've been wanting to do this for a long time. But it's good to finally speak to you face to face, or virtually face to face. How you doing?
Nice to meet you. I'm doing
So
pretty good,
you and I,
especially
are
after Argentina won.
I know. I was gonna say you and I were messaging all morning. Wilson reached out to me this morning. Was just like, "All right, yeah, are you streaming?" And I was like, "After the Argentina game." And then we kept going back and forth. We're like, "Okay, I think it's gonna be done. Nope. I think it's gonna be done. Nope." And then penalty kicks. But man, what a game! So, are you a big football fan?
That was a drag. That was a drag.
It was worth delaying the stream. Sorry to everybody here, but it was totally worth.
Yeah, for sure.
Delaying the stream. Are you a big football fan?
Well, I used to play a lot. I used to play semi-pro when I was younger. Like,
oh, cool.
When I was I stopped playing 16, 17 maybe. But yeah, I haven't really followed football. I don't like the corruption. There is a lot of corruption in football. So
in FIFA,
I don't really follow. I hadn't really watched any matches in this World Cup, but I had to see Messi win. I was here.
Yeah, no, Messi was great in there. I mean, Mbappe was good too. It was I don't follow the rest of.
Was good as well, but I haven't really followed him, so I didn't know much about him, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't follow the rest English Premier League or anything. I don't even follow MLS here in the US, but I love watching World Cup, and it ended up being a really good one this year. There's a lot of really awesome games. Indeed. So we haven't even done a full intro yet. Wilson, you've been chatting here on the channel for a while, so I'm sure some folks know you, but if you want to give a little intro for yourself, how long you've been playing Splinterlands, how you feel about the game now, anything you want to say.
Yeah, well, when it comes to Splinterlands, I got in last year, I think September. I got into the pump pretty much. I bought land, 2 plots of land, for 440 a pop.
I bought it for 500, so.
then it ran up to 800, but I didn't sell.
Same.
I kind of regret that one, but I'm still holding.
Oh, there's a lot of things I regret not selling, but I get it, man.
Yeah, but it was that crypto FOMO, NFT FOMO kind of thing. I bought into some Ethereum stuff as well back then, and hopefully some of them I flipped and sold. I didn't lose on that front, at least. So I'm good. Splinterlands, it's a very long-term goal for me.
Yeah, same here. There's a lot that they're struggling with now, but I feel like it's just a matter of time. The only problem is that they're losing a lot of momentum. They're losing a lot of players because they haven't proven that they can get the economy back in order. And I guess what I'm trying to say is it sucks. You're going to lose a lot of people. Eventually, this will get right. Even if they can't fix it, the bull market will fix everything. But bull market might not come around for 1, 2, 5 years. So, we'll see how it goes. So, where are you coming in? Where are you calling in from? Are you okay with saying?
Where I'm from? I'm from Albania. But
Albania.
I live in Greece.
Okay, cool. You live in Greece. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so it's near, middle of the day.
Yeah, they are neighbor.
Okay. What's your
neighbor countries?
What's your crypto journey? When did you first get into crypto in general?
Well, I first time I bought in, it was probably 2017. I was in the army back then. I was the army is mandatory here, so I was in the army back then, doing my army. I don't know how they call it. Doing my part.
Yeah.
And I was just bored one day. And a friend of mine told me that he had bought Ethereum or something like that. And I got into Coinbase and I got some Litecoin, I think.
Nice.
And I literally bought into the peak.
as we all did back then. Actually, the first time I got it in 2017 too. The first time I got Bitcoin, it was just under $4,000. But I didn't know what it was. I was still learning, and then I got caught up in all the hype, and then I went away from it until like end of 2020. I bought it and I said, okay, I hear that this is something that's going to change the world in like a decade. So I'm just going to buy
Pretty
it,
much,
hold it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Pretty
pay
much the
attention to the
same.
price.
Pretty much the same. And then I got back into some altcoins like XLM and stuff like that in 2019.
Oh, nice. Okay. Where's
Some of
XLM
them,
now?
some of those ran up, and it wasn't too much money, like a
Yeah.
couple of $100, something like that. But yeah, and then I start digging into it and learning about it, because before I would just buy. I didn't really do any research. I just thought that one seemed cool, and I bought it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember Stellar Lumens, right? Yeah, I remember that project as well. I probably owned some at a time, but I think sometime in 2019 or 2020, I just consolidated everything back into Bitcoin, which was like full capitulation, right? So I'm waiting for that to happen this bear market.
yeah, I got like into Lumen like I don't remember, 6 cents or something like that, and then it ran up to 10 or something. I'm not sure.
Now,
But yeah,
I'm curious.
I sold into it. I like the thing that I thought they would be like more into banking, and their thing was like making payments faster and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I thought it would catch fire faster. That's why I bought into it. Thought it would go
Yeah.
mainstream.
Yeah. There's a lot of projects that will. I feel like a ton of the projects are going to end up dying this bear market again. But I was there too. I was like following a lot. I diversified into a bunch of different cryptos at the time, and then I did the same thing this bull run, and I regret it. So it makes me a Bitcoin maxi. But that's the topic for another video. I wanted to get your opinion on this because Tails asked a good question here. So after the World Cup, do you feel like there'll be more hype for MLS in the US? I will tell you that me personally, as somebody that's never watched MLS, will probably pay attention. And I think part of that is going to be helped by the fact that I know some of the players now, and there's going to be the GLG game. So I think there could be something there. But I wanted to ask you, Vilson, are you, like, since you have a history with football, are you excited about the GLG game? Like, what, I know it's not, it's the bottom of the barrel when it comes to leagues around the world, but from like a card game that is based on a sport you love, are you excited about that?
Well, I'm interested in it for sure. I'm not sure what's the community like around football in the US. To be honest, I know there are probably a lot of fans, but I'm not sure like if they are on the same level of fandom as the Europeans, because in Europe it's like the top sport. But yeah, personally, I will play the game and see how it is and try it out for sure. And I also have like I have some GLX staked, and I'm restaking that daily.
Do you have you bought any packs? Are you planning to buy any packs?
Packs I haven't bought. I put some fresh money in like the other day and got another license.
Oh, no license. Okay. I mean, those are going so cheap now.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm hoping like for a generous drop on the GLS side.
It'd be so great if they could do like a 1-to-1, but I don't know.
That's why I got one, and the rest I got. I got some packs with Max Patton.
Oh yeah, Neil. Okay.
Neil Max Patton. Yeah. The
Wait,
rest
you
of
got
the money I got.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The
CLP.
CLP.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be a good
had some news
project.
around that. If you get like 2 CLP, you get 1 pack extra. I'm not sure if you checked that out.
No, I did not. I did
So
not
I got
see that.
500 of them.
Wow. Okay, that's
because I was left out of packs completely. Packs to go to Steppen.
Yeah.
And then got some money back into it and put them into the SPS, but I never got back the packs. So I wanted to have some packs to hold.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I know that the deal they essentially like negotiated with YGG and then the team, so like it's like everything is going to be under this YGG term, so that's probably why they have some extra packs that they'll be able to give out, which is great. All right, Tails is also asking about land.
So am I lagging? I think my internet.
Yeah, there's a slight delay there, so I don't know if you're hardwired in, if you can, but give that a try. I'm going to catch up on some of the chat here. So Tails is saying a track sold yesterday for 116 per plot. I think that's a great move by the seller. Tails, one of the crew answer maybe will help WNBA Tenzins. Calimera, I don't know what I'm missing there.
That means good morning, but it's evening here, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
That means awesome. Good morning in Greek.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Do you speak both Greek and Albanian?
Yeah. I did like the first junior class in Albania, and then I came to Greece.
How do you
probably
like
it my Greek is like more in line with the correct language, of the Albanian, because I haven't really practiced it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I only speak like to my parents and stuff.
Gotcha. So Crypto View saying, do we know the stats and Splinter of the next Chaos Legion Summoner? It's Earth. I thought it was Death, but I guess it's Earth. And no, we haven't heard anything. You got any thoughts on what are your thoughts on Possibilis so far? Have you tried him out?
No, I haven't really tried it out. He seems a bit weird in terms.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I think I'm lagging out. Yeah.
I can hear you.
I think yeah. Ever since I got Lux, I probably just play Lux like 80% of the time. Because my summoners are maxed for silver, but I got into diamond last season and I couldn't play anything else because I would get killed.
Yeah, well, I'm curious. Have you maxed out all of the rewards cards?
Yeah, I went into that and maxed. Now that the price is dropped, maxed every reward card there is from Chaos Legion, I think. Aside from some legendaries, and then sold my Rooney, got Lux. And just level up quick to gold.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Lux has been great for me too. The bot that I think I have Archmage running, so they love spamming Lux for some reason. So it's been good, and for me, I'm like a level above you, right? So I'm in gold primarily. All my cards are gold or lower, but I jump into diamond sometimes with it.
Yeah, it's the first time I jumped into diamond. I usually get around that rating, but I didn't jump into it because I would just lose all the time.
Yeah.
But it was the first time I wanted to try to see if the diamond chests are better.
Yeah, that's true.
And the first chests I opened in diamond, there were like 3 chests, and I opened like 800 SPS. That was a nice introduction. I hope it keeps going like that.
Well, whenever you get those jackpot chests, it does feel nice. So
it was like $25 or something.
Yeah, I mean, I remember back last year, during the hype, I was playing in bronze with like starter cards, and then you'd win. I won like a Harclaw, like in one of my chests, and it was $20 at the time, and I was like, holy crap, this is kind of crazy, So, it's pretty good.
Yeah, when I got in, there were still like the one chest thing, so I was just hoping not to get a credit or something.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Because I got in and I was playing like in bronze. I just bought land. I didn't have any cards. I was playing just in bronze pretty much.
Yeah, I was trying to do something last year to show like how much money you could make paying, or just playing, putting $10 into an account and playing. Obviously, that I stopped doing that because the rewards went down like crazy, and then all the nerf, rewards got nerfed. So that wouldn't have aged well, even if I continued it.
I think that if people can get over like that bronze experience,
yeah,
if they can survive that. they usually become like long-term fans of the game, I think.
Yeah, and that's the
Some
problem,
other
right?
people I've talked to, at least.
Yeah, and that's part of the issue. I forgot what the numbers are. Let me see here. But it's like you really need to get into silver to experience a little bit more out of the game. Let's see what set value is. But it does require a significant investment in that way, right? Like silver's going to be like $750 to max out. You can probably get away with like half of that and, enjoy silver still. But, that's still a significant investment.
Yeah, right now it's probably the best time to get in, actually. But when I got in, even getting a few cards, it could run you like up to $200 just to get like a few meta cards.
Yeah. Well, it's
and I didn't really got any.
What's funny is for the last 6 months.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I know there's a lag there, so no worries about it. So for the last 6 months, I keep hearing everybody say it's a good time to get into the game. Oh wait, now it's a good time to get into the game.
I was about to say something similar as well. I was about to counter my argument.
So no. I mean, I'm not calling you out. We've all been guilty of it. It's just I wonder if in like 2 months from now, like when Chaos Legion sells out or right before Chaos Legion sells out, prices are going to tank even more, and then we're still going to be saying, "Oh, it's a great time to get into the game."
Yeah, that's why it always comes down to dollar cost average in all things, to be honest.
Yeah. And this is why I really don't like the burning of packs, because it's like I just want a dollar cost average in. I want to slowly level up my deck over the next 6 months, but they're trying to force everybody's hand by burning packs and keeping card prices up.
That was my plan back when I sold my packs. I had like 400 packs, which was a lot for me, at least.
Yeah.
In terms of price. And I sold them to try that step and think, and
I want to talk to you about that. Yeah,
get my ROI pretty much, half of it at least, and managed to get that into SPS. But they forced my hand right now and just got into the pool with Max Patton.
Yeah,
just no.
Well, this is the best deal that there's ever been on Chaos Legion packs until the next deal comes around, right? So
yeah, and I mean. That pool's deal, the 2+1 extra, that's crazy. If they manage to pull that off, that's crazy.
Yeah, and I think that they were expecting way more movement from the community on this. At least from what I'm hearing, is that there was a higher expectation on what this would move, and we've sold maybe a couple 100,000 packs instead of a couple of million. So there's still we're 2 days away from burning or having burned 500,000 packs. So, at the end of the day, like it sucks because it's supposed to be revenue for the team and it's just literally burning into thin air.
We have to keep in mind that people are dry right now. We've had like 3 sales, I think, 4 maybe.
Yeah.
4 or 3, I don't remember. It was like Lux.
No, it was a lot. It was Lux, Rift Watchers, Tower Defense.
3.
Rooney.
And that was like back to back. Plus, the market has gone down overall, so it's hard to people to keep pumping money into it.
Yeah, the problem, in my opinion, is they're doing the wrong things or continuing to focus on the wrong areas, and I'm not talking about from a game development. It's just like I want them to put all the features in. I think that's right, but this idea, and it's not just them. The community voted on this, so we're all looking at it the wrong way. But in my humble opinion, right? Like it's just people are seeing card values come down, but they're seeing card values come down because rewards are coming down as well. And so if you want people to pay money for cards to earn something, because everybody's still looking at this from an ROI perspective, as much as the team doesn't want that, you have to focus on giving SPS utility. And they have essentially killed their own token, right? Like it had one utility this entire year, which was Rift Watchers, and now that's that thing they want to take away, give it to DEC, which DEC is another pretty dead token at this point because there's too much supply. Whales are manipulating the price, and so it's just like, had they focused on keeping SPS up. And I get it, SPS airdrop sucked, right? Like they had to wait until everything was done. But once SPS became once SPS became the reward token, you had to make sure that the rewards stayed high, because you let the rewards bleed and nobody's going to pay, $700, $800 for cards to come in and earn less rewards. So that stuff is correlated, and I feel like they're completely separate from, or they're looking at it in a completely disconnected way.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. For sure. What I wanted to say, I forgot what I wanted to say actually.
Sorry, I ended up rambling there a little bit.
It's not your fault. I just.
All right, if you remember, let me know.
Yeah, I'll just.
I do want to ask about STEPN though, because you got me into STEPN. How are you feeling about that project right now? I haven't been following.
I feel bad that I got you into it.
No. No, all you gave me it required codes at the time, right? You needed to get a code from a friend.
I gave you the code, yeah. I managed to de-risk and put some of it back on SPS, and that long term that helped me because I got more SPS than I had before, so that's good. But then at some point I just sold out of it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I had like three shoes. For my main, and another one for my mom. But I sold all of it. And then I used the walking thing.
Yeah.
The other one,
I stopped playing.
The move to earn.
Yeah, I stopped playing that.
That one was more optimized, I think. But
yeah,
I sold out of that as well. I sold out of that as well, last month, I think. And got some GLX stake.
Well, that's good. I mean, I have a lot of hope for GLX.
Followed STEPN.
Yeah. Well, so I sold. Well, actually, I didn't sell out of anything. I'm still playing STEPN. But I'm not selling out of the GST.
Put me off with STEPN. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I feel like our delay is getting in there, so I'm going to let you.
Yeah, what put me off with STEPN, it was one of the founders. The way he talked, I didn't like it. Like the way the founders community, or whatever his name was, I didn't like his vibe.
Jan Rog, I think, is the guy.
Yeah. I didn't like the way he talked to the community. When they kept doing like missteps after missteps, and then they had an attitude that they were right, and they never admitted anything, or they never really considered any of the suggestions. At least, I'm not saying you should take every suggestion, because people are just gonna spam bullshit, like as they do in Splinterlands. A lot of the bad suggestions, but you have to consider some of them at least.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. And you know what's interesting is like I had the same, or at least I got that same vibe, and I know a lot of the community didn't like the way that he was very like abrasive. And part of me was just like, am I looking at am I looking at the Splinterlands team with the same with like rose-colored glasses? Because they're not as, he's not like Aggie isn't as abrasive. Like Aggie isn't as abrasive. Like Jan Rog would actually just like dismiss the community. I think Aggie does a much better job. But what I was trying to figure out is like, if somebody's just neutral, right? If they don't have anything in and they're looking at both the projects, are they going to see someone like Jan Rog and someone like Aggie and think they're the same person? You know what I mean? Because I was like, I'm here, I'm part of this community. I know Aggie means well, but I wonder if he comes off in a different way.
Yeah, maybe to some people it does. I've seen comments like that in the Discord. But what makes the difference to me is that Aggie is there in the trenches, fighting.
Yeah.
Jan was never there. He was like the general that gives the order and just goes and drinks coffee, That's a different thing.
Yeah.
That's how it comes out for me, at least. But as a neutral person, maybe I would say that I'm biased.
Yeah.
Towards Agi. But
No,
he's
it's
more in
same here.
line. But he's more in line with my own personal views on how someone should act in certain situations, maybe.
Mhm. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. Like it was a moment for me to like just take a step back and be like, okay, well, if people feel this way about Jan Rog, I wonder if people would feel the same way about Aggie in certain instances. Because again, like I was only, I attended a couple of the Steppen AMAs, and it's just like I was seeing the vibe. I was seeing a lot of stuff on Reddit and Discord and Twitter, and then I'm just like I wonder if I just don't look in the right places for all the same people who might not be as invested or emotionally, financially invested in something like Splinterlands, and just see how like the town halls have been going, see the asset prices go down, and they're just salty in general, right? So, but no, I obviously
probably probably a lot of people would think that they are the same, but in my mind, I think what separates it's the how they act at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of them is there and the other doesn't care that much, at least in my mind.
And the thing is, Aggie makes himself available. He shows up every week for the town halls, and he just like he takes it from the community, right? So it's just
I mean, I haven't DM'd him or anything, but I've seen many people, like random people DMing him, and he would communicate to them, and that shows that he cares, like to a personal level.
Yeah, I mean, I had the opportunity to meet him in person at Splinterfest, and like I said, it was every interaction I had with him was great. My worry, and the whole point that I'm getting in is not to throw Aggie under the bus. It was just this fear that like as new prospective players are looking around in a bear market, especially, right? If they look at like different projects and the people who are writing them up, or like the talking heads for a lot of these projects, my fear was that there was something that we weren't looking at, or something that we weren't considering. But at the end of the day, I'm obviously doubling down on Splinterlands simply due to the fact that like I believe in it long term. Whereas like I haven't gone out and bought more sneakers and Steppen, right? I haven't sold, but I haven't done anything else on that platform. But part of it is also, I don't know what to think about Solana now, especially after the whole FTX thing. So it's like I don't want to mess with Solana much.
That's why, when GLX came out, that's why I sold out of other projects as well. The only project I have on Solana right now is Nyan Cats, Nyan Heroes. Sorry, not Nyan Cats. That's a meme.
Okay.
It's like a battle royale style game. At least that's the end product that will be. And it, from demos and stuff I've seen, looks pretty dope. Something I would play probably, so I got an NFT.
Gotcha. Cool. This is an interesting time. I think what'll be fun to follow is like what are the companies that are still continuing to build and deliver throughout 2023. So obviously I'm covering mostly Splinterlands, but I am curious to see. I feel like we've washed out of a lot of the fly by night, like not necessarily rug pulls, but just they weren't serious projects. And so like you saw, for example, like Star Atlas was pumping recently. I thought that was interesting because I don't have anything with Star Atlas, but I want to go check it out now. Yeah, like I want to see what like
idea about Star Atlas.
Well, I thought they got screwed by FTX, but I'm curious to see what companies are still like developing and delivering. And I think obviously Splinterlands is going to be one that does well in 2023, in my opinion. But obviously they're not the only one. So now that we've washed out a lot of the, random kind of garbage projects, we'll see who was smart enough, who put capital aside during the bull run, and they want to build something for the next bull run.
One game that looked pretty dope was Illuvium. I saw some videos. Looks very nice. Very polished.
Darkest Night is not happy with them because he put in a lot of money at the top. But that's a project now where they're getting their beta out, they're doing stuff. So if they are still developing and doing stuff in the bear market, this is a time in which I would consider like, okay, let me check it out, see what it's all about, and if there's something there.
They also had an interview with the CTO of Splinterlands. I don't remember his name.
Oh, did they?
The
Okay.
new one.
PJ.
I
right?
randomly caught it on Twitter. It was on YouTube, but they tweeted about it.
Oh, I'll need to go check that out. Was there any Splinterlands info there?
Well, no, they were mostly talking like in general about the space, but it was a cool interview.
Yeah, I believe PJ, the new CTO, he knows a lot about Ethereum. Yeah, he knows a lot about Ethereum, and so I think obviously he probably played a role in getting Rooney out on time. But I'm curious to see where else things go in the future, and if we start to do more cross-chain types of activities with Ethereum, just because he's CTO now.
From what I understand, he had the Ethereum as well.
He had, yeah. All right, Tails is saying, just saw your tweet on sub 2 cent SPS. Oh my, the comments. Wait, what were the comments like? I've been getting a lot of I've been getting a lot of pushback and hate from the community lately for my bearishness.
Oh yeah, are you backing up the track if it goes to
no? That's the problem. It's just like I don't know how low it goes. So
yeah, same.
At this point, I'm gonna play the game, right? And I still think that there's another leg down with the economy next year, right? So I still think that maybe Bitcoin stays in the 15 to 18 range, but the rest of the market is going to bleed, right? So and that's what we're seeing now. Like Bitcoin is still like 16, 17. It's just fluctuating there, and SPS went from 4 to 3 now to 2, and and SPS isn't the only one. Like all these altcoins are going to get destroyed. But yeah, the comments were fun. Hope SPS is under a penny when GLX APR slows down, then I'll swap. Nice. 83-cent General Sloan. I can't believe I bought for $10 to $15 a piece. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I can't believe that either. I bought like for $150 or something.
Nice. All right. Well, you were patient. I'm sure I bought a bunch.
I just didn't have money before.
Yeah, that's a good time to get money now. That's for sure. Should I get into CryptoKitties?
Right now, like I said, I put some into the node, and some packs, and see where it goes from there.
And see, that's the thing for me. It's just like I have nodes. I have some in LPs. I have SPS staked, and I'm playing the game. I'm doing my brawls. So I'm gonna get SPS from that. I don't want to ask you something now. Sure.
I wanted to ask you something. When it comes to putting money into the Hive engine, what's your fastest and cheapest way?
Probably Litecoin.
Yeah, because I did that, but I waited a bit, and there wasn't much liquidity into it.
Oh, really? So do you just have to wait then?
Yeah, you have to wait, or I can buy like Litecoin, send it, and just have to wait for the liquidity. I lost a few on the fees just because there wasn't liquidity, and I wanted to move it fast. I used to do Binance, Hive, and then Hive engine. But,
what happened to Binance?
For some reason, Binance, even though
they
I
stopped
was like
withdrawals, right?
No, I had the basic verification, just my name or something, and they needed like extra stuff, like my ID and stuff like that. And I said I couldn't bother. But it's way more expensive if there is no liquidity in the LTC pool.
Is there a way to even see the liquidity? Because I'll say that I've only done it once, and it was a long time ago. To answer your question better, I primarily use Binance now. And so I like using like the market, monster market bridge to go back and forth between Hive and Binance. Usually there's liquidity there. Sometimes you have to wait, but I prefer that.
BNB, is that BNB?
BNB chain.
Which bridge?
So
This
it's
bridge
called
is
the
out.
Monster Market Bridge. If you go to the market, if here, let me
Can
actually
you
show you.
send that on Discord and I can check it out later, maybe?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to show you how to get there right now. So
Okay.
because it's in game, it's an official thing for the game. So if you go to the market here, if you've ever seen or used Monster Market,
Yeah, I've seen it, but haven't really used it, to be honest.
so you go to Monster Market and then they have a bridge here, and then you can just move stuff back and forth. They charge the lowest fees in my opinion. And it's just super easy. You can send DEC or SPS to Binance or vice versa. Send it from Binance. So you just connect your wallet and then go from there.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's dope. But yeah, I would still have to verify for Binance, I guess.
Well, yeah, you still have to verify for Binance.
Yeah, or because I can't get BNB on Coinbase, I think.
Yeah, no, not yeah. I mean, Coinbase isn't going to support that. I don't know. There's not a lot of. I mean, one of the best on ramps that I feel like people use is credits, right? They'll just like charge a credit card or something, and then they'll get on. But
yeah,
the problem
when it comes for cards, it's probably the best. But in my case, I just wanted to have some liquidity in Hive Engine if some deal goes on, like I did with the nodes, pretty much.
Yeah,
I got mine for 2,400 Hive or something. The other day, which I'm happy with, at least.
Yeah, getting money on for that is. You're right. For cards, it's the easiest. Litecoin would be good. I mean, the only other way is to just go through Ethereum, right? So you like buy Ethereum,
which is way worse in terms of fees.
Yeah,
and probably not enough liquidity as well in Hive Engine. Anyway, I don't want to just ask to see if you know any extra. For example, the Monster Market thing, I didn't know.
Yeah, check out Monster Market. The thing is, you can also do Ethereum. You don't have to send it into swap.eth on Hive Engine. If you're trying to get into the game, for example, you can send it, or you can withdraw it from whatever into whatever exchange into a private wallet, swap it for SPS, right? ETH for SPS, and then bring it in via TerraBlock. Again, you're going to pay gas fees for both of those transactions, and then you're going to pay the TerraBlock, deposit fee. But
I didn't know you could bring Ethereum from the wallet from MetaMask. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so you can connect just like you can connect your Binance or BNB chain. You can connect an Ethereum wallet as well, and then bring it back and forth from there if you need to. And now, so I don't like TerraBlock because they used to be slow. They didn't have liquidity sometimes.
I used to do a lot of BNB to SPS before TerraBlock. Haven't done ever since.
Yeah, so and I don't use TerraBlock now because Monster Market exists and they charge way less fees. So I like going through Monster Market now, but there's no Monster Market for Ethereum. It's just for BSC or Binance BNB.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll probably end up verifying or something with BNB later, with Binance later.
Yeah, I mean, I think all exchanges are eventually moving that way. Governments are starting to take crypto a little bit more seriously now, and they want to get their piece. So.
Yeah. The great thing is in Greece they haven't really yet, so I can still fuck around.
Well, enjoy it while you can. I know in the US they're trying to get serious here, so we'll see. So Mari's saying, get out of crypto now, buy a real cat. Fair enough. Skyer, I didn't realize you're playing.
I have a lot of real cats here.
You have a lot of real cats? Nice.
Yeah, but I can't. There is no liquidity for them.
And they have ongoing maintenance costs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Skyer, I would love to get your thoughts on Illuvium if you're willing to share them. And you're saying just stay calm, close your eyes, cover your ears, whistle to the side. Been in the market since 2015. It's normal. Yeah, no, I mean we're gonna go through cycles. My fear is that this is going to be a bigger down cycle than people expect it to be, and I think we've already seen just how long it's lasting, and the signs for it flipping are not there yet.
Dude, watching your videos have made me more bearish in general, which is good, in my opinion, because I used to
Okay.
be way more bullish, and I
Mhm.
shouldn't have. Should have. So yeah, I think it's good to be more bearish and be surprised than
Yeah.
be surprised on the other end of it.
You know, I'm not trying to be bearish just to be bearish. Like I'm just trying to.
No, I tend to agree with what you say. I mean,
Mhm.
I can see it going lower.
The,
There's a lot of
yeah.
factors going in like now.
There were other people calling for like another rally in 2022, thinking that something was going to happen, and it's just like we didn't realize. I don't think people really realize just how much, not just crypto, but the entire global macro market is dictated by what the Fed does with interest rates, which is crazy when you think about like one organization that can control the entire global market. But it's like crypto,
Yeah,
Bitcoin, it's not decoupled yet, right? Housing, real estate, bonds, like they're all following the same pattern. Crypto is just a part of that. So
yeah,
until you see like a turnaround on that specific and the markets in general, it's like, well, it's not like crypto's going to do anything different. Maybe specific projects can, and that's why I'm excited for Splinterlands, because they have this whole flywheel thing. But the problem is they have 6 billion DEC that nobody wants anything to do with. So
yeah.
until they burn that or get people to burn it, yeah.
From other projects, at least I've seen, Splinterlands has hold its value way better. Or from other stuff I used to hold, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what makes me double down on it
Yeah.
as well. The fact that they have been around like for 4 years now. That's also another thing.
Yeah.
They know how to navigate the bear market. They that's another thing. So yeah, overall, I think the team can keep delivering. For sure, they're gonna have some blocks in the road, and not everything is gonna be perfect. But
Yeah.
I think that at the end of the day, they will keep improving the game, and they will be around for a few years at least, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they did the responsible thing of
Yeah,
cutting the
that
workforce
actually
down.
made me more bullish, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was sad to see
Sad to see.
people
Yeah.
lose their jobs. I actually messaged Nate like a few months back
Mm-hmm.
to see if they wanted any designers, because I
Oh,
was hoping to see if there was any opening.
what did he say at the time?
Well, he said that he would look into it, and I just
Ah.
sent him a portfolio or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with where they're at. I know that they said that they want to try and raise capital, and that they wanted to increase their runway. So it really just comes down to like, what can they deliver in 2023? The problem is like, I worry that negative sentiment. I mean, it's reaching. I don't even want to call it a peak right now, but it's definitely getting worse. And we've just started the holiday break, and so there's not going to be any kind of delivery from the team for the next anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. So
Yeah, I think after Christmas, we're probably gonna go lower.
yeah, and see, that's the thing, right? If the market continues to dip, which we've seen, the overall market here in the US and I'm sure around the world hasn't looked great. So it's just like we're going to continue to go down, and people are just going to completely check out, which is fine for the holidays, but then everybody's going to come back in January, including the team, and they're not going to have anything ready because they would have just finished their planning sessions. And my hope, and I put a video out about this a while ago, it's just like, if you're going to be patient, like if you're willing to be patient, you have to wait until like mid-February. Like, I don't think we're going to get any kind of delivery until then. And so, and again, if we get surprised, great. But
Yeah.
I just feel like if the market continues to slide, they raise interest rates again. We saw the S&P down again a couple of percentage points this past week. So, we're not going to get that Christmas rally, and I don't know what the beginning of the year looks like.
Yeah. Also, there is that tax season in America, I think, like when people try to sell stuff. So I'm not sure how all that works, but
Yeah.
over there. But
Yeah,
usually
well,
that
you're right.
means that things dump a bit.
Well, you're absolutely right. So there's probably let's hope that there's like peak bearishness now, because maybe a lot of folks were selling to take advantage of like the tax loss
Yeah,
harvesting.
harvesting. Yeah.
So if that's the case, then maybe the worst of the selling is over, and then we just kind of like stay here in a weird state until early next year. So
have you doubled down on Bitcoin now that things are looking bearish for the rest of the market? Well,
yeah, I mean,
Bitcoin as well, but yeah.
I mean, Bitcoin is the only thing that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, are you putting more into it, or
yeah? I mean,
just holding your bags?
I've been dollar cost averaging since 2019, right? So
that's good.
What'll be interesting to me is if Splinterlands fails, right? I think I might have to go hardcore Bitcoin maxi. Not toxic Bitcoin maxi, but it's just like, this is one of the best projects in the space. And if they fail, it's just going to prove to me that like, okay, well, there's Bitcoin and then there's crypto. And, ultimately, like I may mess around, but it's stuff like this where it's just like, I rode that wave last year from SPS going from 20 cents to $1. And I got too emotionally involved in the game, right? Too emotionally involved in the game. I should have sold some.
I bought into like 20 cents, something like that, and then it went like to 89 and still didn't hold. That was my bag pretty much, like 2 plots of land and some SPS. And now the same amount of SPS is like, I don't know, $20.
Yeah,
the same amount I bought back then at least. Yeah.
Darkest Night came to me recently, and he called me up, and he was looking at it, he's just like, I earn more and more SPS every single day, but the dollar value continues to drop. And I was just like, it's one of the most pathetic, sad things I've seen. For example, I have actually 3x'd the amount of SPS that I have, right? I've 3x'd the amount of SPS that I have, but the value of that SPS has fallen 95%.
Same thing here.
So, again, at this point, I'm excited about what the team can deliver, but I don't really care. I just want them to survive. Do whatever you need to do to survive, so that when we can get to the next bull run, 2024, 2025, 2028, whenever it ends up happening, my hope is with the next Bitcoin halving, we can get at least a crypto run. Then SPS will shoot up, DEC usage gets put in, Flywheel gets activated, and hopefully SPS goes back to $1. But
by the way, just want to point out, someone here says he thinks the Trump NFT should come into the game like a Rooney.
Oh, here, let's catch up on the chat then, Stock Jockey. Yeah, I heard Trump NFT sold out super fast. So
dude, they did the 3x. I wish I knew about them before. I would have bought it.
Yeah. Well,
I just didn't know. I just wasn't watching the Ethereum stuff. I would have aped in.
You would have aped into it. Yeah, I mean he's got.
Well, I've minted worse things, so.
He's got a rabid fan base, so that you can flip that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's not about the politics. I just know that the guy knows how to sell things.
He does. So Alex is saying the bottom is in when Aftersound capitulates. This is funny. So I guess I'm holding you guys up. I should sell then, right? Should I sell all of my assets take one for the team? It's funny because I think in I think it was August or September. Yeah. I mean, I've been selling SPS every single day. It makes me happy when I sell SPS every single day. So I don't know if you call that capitulation.
You're putting them into the pools, right?
No. I just sell it out and I take it.
Okay. I thought you were.
Yeah, no. Pools. I mean, I have some in the pools. I will at certain times do that, right? But part of me was just like, after the FTX thing, it's like I can't take anything for granted. I'm just gonna take it, hold it in USD, and if it goes lower, then it goes lower. But if it doesn't, then at least I had something here. So,
are you holding them into the Hive stablecoin, the HTB?
I have some in the Hive stablecoin. I have some in Binance, but I'm worried with the Binance FUD out there that I kind of just want to take it into actual USD. or switch it over into like Ethereum USD. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't keep any
Or
funds
USDC.
on any exchange right now.
Yeah, no. Well, here's the thing. It's not even on the Binance exchange. It's on the Binance Smart Chain. But what happens to the BNB chain if Binance goes down? You know, like I don't know how.
At this point, I think it's independent, right?
Is it fully decentralized? I feel like it would still take a big hit, but.
Well, decentralized depends, but because there are like 20 nodes and most of them are owned by Binance probably, but it's independent in terms of like they are not the BNB, the Binance token, the Binance coin. They're called something else. I think they changed their name, their branding.
Yeah, they call it the BNB chain now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I wasn't sure about that. So your stock's
I'm not completely sure as well, but
yeah,
that's what I heard around at least.
Alex really wants to know who you are. Alex, you need to rewind so you can hear Vilson's
Yeah, I'm Vilson. That's it.
Is Vilson? That's it. If you've been around the channel, Alex, then you've probably seen Vilson chatting here. So
yeah, I'm on Twitter as well. But
yeah,
I don't talk only crypto though.
Do you want to share your Twitter?
It's Vilson Talks.
Vilson Talks. There you go. Not Vilson tweets. Vilson Talks.
Yeah.
Just proves out. What if SBS is creating BTC on FTX? He can't create BTC though. That's the thing. Selling to his clients, it would keep the price the same.
Yeah, he wasn't creating BTC. He couldn't create actual BTC. I mean, it's a different thing he was doing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand this stuff fully, but you can't just like create more BTCs at the very least. Still doesn't work with my NFTs, but it's amazing. My Omen 15 is working very hard to keep up with the game. Oh, cool. All right. It's talking about Illuvium, so I'll have to check out Illuvium just for the heck of it. All right, so we got the Trump NFTs coming in game. It'll be interesting if we see more NFT projects come into the game, but again, that's not going to do anything for the current community. But hopefully, if it brings in a broader audience, then they can come in and buy up all these cards.
Yeah, I think also by the way, the Trump NFTs, I think they're a lot, like 45K or something, which is crazy that they hold that price right now.
I mean, can you imagine what happens if he runs and wins again in 2024?
Yeah. He would make more collections. That's what happens.
I mean, these would go literally to the moon.
Dude, yeah, if I hear that he's running, I'm buying some, whatever.
I mean, I think he already said he's gonna run. So
I'm not sure.
You know,
but
I don't.
By the way, when he first ran back then, I had a bet with my father, and he said, "Well, this guy will never win." And I said, because I knew like the meme stuff he was doing on the internet, and I said, he has his meme together, he's gonna win. And I put like $100 with my father. I said, let's bet on it.
That's funny.
So
yeah.
Trump has made me money. No other president can say that. So
you're not the only one that feels that way. The amount of people that are going to blame this recession on Biden and say that, we want Trump back because he pumps the market. I mean, that's going to be an interesting talking point for 2024 for sure.
I don't know.
All right. So Skyr says,
you guys.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen with politics here in the U.S. It's taken a complete left turn since 2016. And I just don't even care anymore.
Well, all right, here is worse in many cases, but yeah.
In Greece?
Here they just steal your money. Nobody talks about it. That's it.
Nice. Yeah, well, that's why Bitcoin's important. Nobody can steal that from you. So
let's hope we can.
Let's hope. Yeah. So I'm definitely not rewinding. This is my first stream. All right, so Sky got 14 nodes and it's not going well. Yeah, I mean, I don't have as many as you, but I got a good amount and it's not going well either. They don't have this thing released. The rewards suck.
I've seen Alex Toro here before. What does he mean?
He
first
he
name?
just loves to come on and troll. He's just trolling.
Okay,
That's it.
because I've seen him before. I probably interacted with him as well.
Do you ever see the movie Memento?
Funny story. I started seeing that with a girl and never finished it because yeah,
I was gonna say
my
it's
girlfriend, actually.
it's based on the life of Alex Toro. He doesn't form the long-term memory, so every stream is his first stream. Love you, Alex. Thanks for coming to hang out. He did that. He created Paper BTC. Oh, okay. Yeah, he created Paper BTC, not real BTC.
Yeah, I heard that one. Just couldn't explain it, to be honest. He did that with other things as well. I think not just with BTC. Glad they caught him after all. Let's hope they nail him, to be honest.
Yeah, I was worried. He had that whole media kind of behind his back, which was
I saw some funny ones. I saw some funny ones as well. They had like Wall Street Journal thing, and they had him photoshopped into a build guy who's Jack. The title was SMB, he's the best guy ever, he's very handsome, or something like that.
They were just treating him like some fallen hero in the media, and it's like, he stole customer funds.
He's
like, this is worse than it's worse than what happened with Celsius. It's crazy. So yes, he did create Paper BTC, but this, this is what's interesting now is like how much of a there's a couple things here, especially if you're a BTC bull, then you're gonna ask yourself, or you're gonna ask the question like, okay, well, there'll be less trust in these institutions. More people will be taking their funds off exchanges, and everything will just be on chain, and we'll be able to like verify from there. The BTC bear is gonna look at this and say, well, if it was that easy to create paper Bitcoin, right? What kinds of issues are we gonna run into as more and more mass adoption happens? And a lot more institutions start adopting Bitcoin.
I think it's not a valid point because to create something like that, it's not that hard to do in any assets. I think I'm not sure how it works, but I think it's just a single code. What separates is the validity of the person that runs the exchange. Because, for example, you could run an exchange, have no crypto on it, just have numbers there. And if people believe you have them, you have them. Like he did pretty much.
Well, what's crazy?
He just built social proof. That's it. He paid everyone off and built social proof. Every YouTube I was watching, they were sponsored by FTX at some point.
Yeah.
So they bought an arena or Formula One or whatever.
Well, the thing is though, now I wonder if people will have learned their lesson.
I hope so.
It's easy to create Paper BTC when you keep your Bitcoin on exchanges. If you don't and you pull it all to private wallets, that they can't run those kind of games. Now, again, if you print your own token like FTT, then you can do pretty much whatever you want with it, right? It's like it's just paper value that has no meaning unless people give it meaning. So,
and I think there are some speculation that he was the one that crashed Luna as well. Well, that was a crash waiting to happen, but the point is he made it happen sooner than later, I guess.
It's funny because if he
did, not
yeah. Sure. Oh, it's funny because if he was the one that crashed Luna, that ultimately ended up killing FTX, because
that's very funny.
That's the irony.
He doesn't seem to be the smartest guy around, because after they accused him of everything they did, he went around doing interviews and talking.
That was the weirdest thing.
Incriminating himself even more.
And he tweets stuff out and then delete it, and then it's just like, what was he thinking? It's crazy.
Pretty weird.
Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen happened there. But all right, I'm moving to Peru to raise llamas. Love it. Llama
Dude,
farm.
llamas are awesome.
A thief is a hero to other thieves. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people who saw what SBF did and are like, oh, well, I can do that and not get caught. You just talked about Trump trying to run for president, maybe winning. Of course, people don't learn. I mean, I don't know about him winning. Actually, I have no idea. People in this country just seem super fed up with like everything. So you can see how it went to Brazil.
I don't want to get political.
Yeah, no, we don't have to get political. I mean, we can.
No, just kidding.
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. What's interesting if we want to get political, the Trump or like Republicans didn't do as well as I think they were hoping to, but I don't know what that means for Trump in 2024. I think a lot can still change.
Look, the way I see it, Republicans are boring as fuck. So sorry about swearing. So
that's okay.
Try to keep it down.
There's no kids here.
I don't want the channel to get censored, right? Well, they are boring, and Trump had some excitement. He knew how to make the people excited. That's why he won pretty much. Most of the politicians are boring.
Yeah,
that's what gets him to win if he wins. But now he's older. He doesn't have the same energy.
I think there were also just a lot of very disenfranchised people that neither party was really looking at, and he just found a way to like tap in and engage them. And then he took this whole like not politically correct approach, which made people even double down more, right? And so it is what it is.
They were not wrong, in my opinion, to double down, because when you have all these politicians selling you bullshit all the time, and he seemed like more open with basic stuff, and people would obviously go and support him. And he had more. He was that helped him long term when it comes to this kind of thing, at least. People don't want that persona, that politician that tries to be serious, and then you find out like he's doing some shady shit under the table.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people thought that he was actually going to go in and change things, and I don't think he did.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he did, to be honest.
Yeah, like I mean, I think he got in and it was just like business as usual. He was just louder and more abrasive than many other folks. But
the only thing I've heard, at least, he was like one of the few presidents that didn't start a war or something. So which is a positive for me. But other than that, I haven't really followed.
Yeah, I mean,
I consider him funny though, and I consider him, if someone wants to learn like about how to sell stuff and how to to be a public figure and polarize people, he's a master at it. Yeah. So you should learn from him instead of hating him.
There's that
comes
one.
To everything else. If you hate someone, it's good to see why you do that, why you're hating him, and maybe you can learn something from them. At least that's what I try to do.
Yeah.
So
there was this one comedian who had a bit, Andrew Schultz, and he's like, I judge my presidents by if they can move merch now. And he's like, the MAGA hat was iconic. He's like, everybody was wearing it. He's like, Biden don't have any merch. It's just like,
exactly.
It's just too funny, man. He just like changed so many things. It was weird.
The one thing we say sometimes with a friend of mine is like the phrase that killed Jeff Bush. He just called him like low energy, and he killed his campaign.
Oh yeah.
That was like 360 no scope.
Somebody, I remember
he destroyed him, dude. He destroyed him.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he had like these like zingers or one-liners, or he did a lot of name calling, right? That like nobody was ready for that in 2016.
Yeah,
So
that's what I don't think he can do this again though now
it'll be
because
tough.
people are
Yeah.
prepared.
Well, I think he lost a lot of people during the pandemic. I
Yeah,
think he like refused to take it seriously, and like think what you want about the response. Like the virus was real and people died, right? And so it's
yeah,
just like, could we have done things differently? Sure, but all of it is like hindsight is 2020, and I think he lost a lot of people because like he was just so abrasive in his approach to it. And obviously that happened during the election year too.
yeah. It was the timing as well for sure.
Hmm. So
Uh, by the way, are you using any bots? You said you were using Archmage still.
yeah, Archmage is the only one. I know there's that Xbot that's out there. Bulldog's done a couple of videos on
Yeah,
it.
I
Are
saw
you?
Bulldog try it out. No, I haven't used the bot in my main ever. I run a bot with a secondary account, like bronze, like a
Gotcha. Okay.
splinter mate.
How do you like Splintermate?
It's pretty good. I rarely check it. I just go and check it once the season it's done pretty much.
Well,
But it has like 60% win rate or something.
okay.
Video game.
My question for you, I know it's $1 a month. So how does that, like, is that profitable? Have you ever run the numbers on it? Like $1 a month isn't going to break the bank, but I'm curious if you're actually earning more
Yeah,
than that dollar
it
per
makes it makes that amount and some extra. So I just run it.
month. Okay. So you're coming on the
It makes
positive.
like around $2.
Oh,
So
I mean,
one goes to Splinter Mate, the other
Yeah.
to me, I guess. I'm a whale.
But see, this is why, like, you look at that, and at least at a time it was infinitely scalable, right? Like you just run a bot, and it's like, if I put $1 in and I make $2, why wouldn't I do this forever, right? Why wouldn't I then put in $1 million to get back $2 million?
Yeah, when it was free cards, yeah, it was scalable. Now I delegate level 2 summoners to that account, and just plays, and some 1 level cards or 2 level cards like for bronze. It just plays for them, and pretty much I just leave it so it stacks SPS on that account in case. Because long term I believe in SPS. So even if it stacks pennies now, maybe later I can have a secondary account with staked SPS that's worth something.
That has something worth.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try Xbox if it's free. I heard it's free, but I haven't really bothered.
Well, you have to buy the token, and I think after you buy the token, it's free after that. So,
any idea on the price?
Let me just check it real quick. I have Hive Engine open. Xbot is selling for, it's like $42.
Stop joking. I love you too, man.
You love this conversation.
He loves the conversation, yeah.
Good. I think he loves the political conversation.
Well, still.
Well, still.
Yeah,
but...
Well, I don't want to get like polarizing. That's why I'm keeping it down when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If we were on a personal level, I could expand more on that stuff.
I mean, people are just they feel very strongly emotional about, the politics in this country. Yeah. So, yeah.
But personally, I'm a bit of a troll when it comes to that. For example, I could have a radical right guy talking to me, which I've had, and he will pass me for a communist or something. But I could have the complete opposite, like a leftist. He will call me a Nazi all day. So yeah, I like trolling people.
Let's not do that here, but
so yeah, that's why I'm keeping it down here. So don't want to ruin the stream. Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm not like the thing is I consider myself moderate, right? And so I think there's good things from both ideologies. I think it sucks that there's.
Yeah, I consider myself like rational. So
Rational.
can take good things.
So everything else is irrational. Everything on the edge is irrational.
No, I mean we could take good things like from everywhere. It doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to align with anyone.
Yeah, I wonder what the
take something
politics.
from Aftersound. I can take something from
Mhm.
Alex, or and combine them. If it works, it works. My
I don't know what
parents
the.
grew up in Albania
Yeah.
with communism, so
Mm,
I'm not fond of them.
yeah.
The way it works. So yeah, when people they have an experience and they told me about it, and my grandfather, his father died fighting them
Got it.
when they took over, and they did some pretty bad stuff there.
Mhm.
So yeah, the other side did horrible things as well. So it comes down to people. It's not the
Yeah. And that's the tough thing here in the US is this. It's there's only two parties, right? So two-party system means that you're either going to be one side or you're going to be the other side. And if you
Dude,
choose
I
to be
think-
in the middle and try to take good things from both sides will then accuse you of like being the other side, right?
yeah.
And I don't know how it
think
works in
the-
Germany or
the-
in Greece, but
The two-party system is 100% here in Greece as well.
two. Okay.
Yeah, we have two parties as well, and I think in other countries, in Albania, it's as well. It's the same thing. And I think other countries run like that as well. At the end of the day, there are two competitors when it comes to who's going to take the election, usually. So sometimes it's going to be this party, sometimes the other, but it ends up to two parties.
Yeah.
And some of those parties run for years. And in Greece, it's usually pretty much the same families running in those parties.
Yeah.
For example,
Well,
the president now in Greece, the prime minister, not the president. His father was prime minister as well. His grandfather was prime minister as well. So,
but it's the same here.
Really,
same here in the US.
Here? I don't know.
No, I mean it's the same
are we
here
really
in the US.
democratic system? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah.
You tell me.
It's just like expanded monarchy.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like that series, like the foundation.
Oh, that was a good series.
Yeah, I really liked the dynasty thing.
I think we're gonna get season 2 sometime early next year, which will be great.
The Emperor gave me like Warhammer vibes. I'm not sure if you're into that kind of thing. I know
I've never played Warhammer.
No, I have
great.
no idea. I haven't played, but I know a bit of the lore, and I like the Emperor of Mankind. He gave me the same vibes.
Okay, makes sense. I mean, he was
because
great.
He lived forever in a way.
Yeah.
Very good.
I mean, I'm a big sci-fi guy, so that was the first time I've seen that kind of concept before. Like the dynasty of the Cleons, and so it was just interesting to see it.
Yeah.
And I thought the guy was a phenomenal actor too, who played the role.
For example, in Warhammer, there's the Emperor. He lives like for thousands of years, so it will give you the same vibes. If you look into the lore, there is some nice YouTube channels about it. I've never played. I just like the lore sometimes to listen to it.
Gotcha.
I have a friend that does like miniatures and stuff.
Oh, okay.
If you're into sci-fi, you should check the Expanse. It's pretty cool.
Love it. One of the I think it's my second favorite show of all time.
It's very good.
It's so good. I wish. Did you read the books? I haven't read the books, but I
haven't, but I wish they continued. Yeah.
Yeah, like I know that they stopped after season 6. I would love for there to be like just a movie to wrap up whatever happens, because it just
because I think there is a lot more like after the ending, pretty much in the books.
I keep hearing that books like 7 through 9 are like some of the best too. It's just there's like a 30-year time jump. So
yeah, I think they stopped there in the series.
Yeah, they
before
they
that.
stopped
Yeah.
right before that time jump in the series, but I'm hoping that they can come back and do something.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't cancel that one, because when it first started, I started watching it, and it was about to get canceled at some point, but Amazon took it.
Well, it did get canceled, and that was the first time for any show in history for myself that like I went on and I started tweeting like save the expanse, because I was like, this is one of the best shows on
Yeah, it was
television.
good.
Why is it being canceled? So I was happy when it got saved.
Yeah, same. Very good series.
So
Do you have any other recommendations? Maybe I watch anything tonight.
oh gosh.
The last thing I've watched, like movies or series, was when it comes to series, it was Better Call Saul.
I'm still
Fucking
working my way
amazing.
through that.
Very
I
good,
mean, are
very good.
you sci-fi too or no?
Well, yeah, I like sci-fi a lot, but I watch
Hey,
anything if it's good, pretty much.
you should watch.
like-
Do you have Apple TV? Apple TV is they have some
No,
of the
I
best content right now, but that For All Mankind on there is an awesome show, sci-fi.
Is it good? A
It's
friend
so
of
good.
mine, a funny story. A friend of mine recommended that to me,
Hmm.
and then I told him, "Have you watched it? Is it good?" And he told me, "No, I haven't." So
So
why are you recommending it to me? Why
there's
should I
one-
watch something you haven't?
okay, so
Are you correct? No, I'm not. And I was like, no, I'm not watching it.
there's one plot point in there that everybody hates because it's just so stupid. It's just like a little drama, but the rest of the show is so good, and I love the premise of it. I don't know if your friend told you what the premise is, but it's what's that called?
Yeah. The premise.
It's all alternate
the Cold
history,
War
right?
Or something.
Well, so
Yeah.
it's alternate history. So basically, what would the world look like if Russia or the Soviet Union had landed on the moon first? And then if they had landed on the moon first and the space race kept going, what would it have looked like if we had continued like doing more missions to the moon? If we had built like a base on the moon and then the Russians build a base on the moon and then we expand to, season 3, they were like going into Mars and stuff. So it's just like if we had focused on continuing space exploration and development from the 60s, what would the world look like?
How
so,
many
like,
seasons is
it's only 3, and so like the first season took place in like the 60s and 70s, right after the moon landing, and then second season took place in the 80s. Third season, which just happened, took place in the 90s. But
so it's different. It's different actors. It's a time jump.
Yeah, well, it's been the same actors so far. They've just aged them up. So I wonder what's going to happen next season, because it's like the actors that were like in their 20s or 30s went to like 30s and 40s and 50s. So like I don't know what's going to happen in season 4, but it left off on a good place.
Is that is the same actor that played on Altered Carbon?
Yeah, Joel Kinnaman. I love him. He's so good.
I like that one. He's a good actor.
Season 1 of Altered Carbon was so good.
Second season, it was a different show.
Was so bad. And it's just like I know what they were trying to do, but
the first one had that vibe, dude. It was very nice.
Yeah.
It kept you going,
Yeah.
The other one was just.
I mean, I understand why they wanted to change the actor, because it was part of like the
change
lore.
the actor, whatever, but
make it
in the same
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's the point of changing the actor. It makes sense there, but other than that, it was a different show.
There's another really good show that I just watched on Amazon called The Peripheral. The finale was kind of meh, but I love.
A friend of mine watches that, but I haven't checked.
The concept, again, from a sci-fi perspective, is fantastic, and I don't want to ruin it by talking about it, but it's as a sci-fi, as somebody who like loves sci-fi, I love when people come in with like unique, different, new, fresh takes on like, the future or sci-fi concepts.
Yeah.
And I thought The Peripheral did a really good job. The acting was good. The finale just felt weird, but hopefully it's like a setup for like a season 2.
I haven't checked that one yet. On Amazon, I think there is a great one if you're into action.
Which one is that?
Reacher.
Oh, that was good too. Yeah,
but it's action. Yeah, it's action detective kind of.
Reacher and Jack Ryan was good too. I think there's a 3rd season of Jack Ryan coming in.
I haven't watched that one. But yeah, Richard was very nice. I also like the actor there. I remember he used to play on Smallville or something like that.
Oh, did he? I don't know where he's from. That's
he
the first
used to
time I've seen him.
play Aquaman or something. Because I remember watching that as when I was younger, watching that show. And when I saw him, I said, "Oh, that guy, same guy."
All right, so hold on. Skyr saying, like Constantine, how come it got canceled? Or Lucifer? I don't know why it got canceled. I never watched it. I did watch the Constantine movie
Constantine, I like the actor. I've seen the actor. He looks like Constantine. I like that. But I haven't really watched the series.
I haven't gotten into it. Lucifer, I saw like some episodes here and there because I was just watching it through someone else. They always had it on.
I don't I don't remember those weekly shows. They're usually kind of they have that weird teenage drama thing, which
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm more sci-fi action.
Well, it's not for me. Yeah,
I mean, they're making it for a certain audience. It's just not me. I don't hate it. It's just I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, the fact that it's weekly, they have to shoot more stuff in shorter amount of time. That's gonna drop the quality, I think, in my opinion. The other day I watched Die Hard.
First one
again.
Ever?
The first one, yeah. I was like told my girlfriend I'm gonna watch a Christmas movie since it's the period now. What are you watching? I said Die Hard.
Still the best Christmas movie, right?
She was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
It's #1 action Christmas movie.
Making fun of me.
Yeah. No, that's good.
There's nothing Christmas about it.
There's nothing Christmas,
but there's nothing Christmas about it. I said he was whistling the song.
The song, yeah. I mean, it takes place during Christmas. See, Stock Jockey knows. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. There you go.
Yeah, he knows.
When's the last time we talked about Splinterlands?
Yeah, we
went into politics. We went into shows. I mean, I don't mind.
Maybe you start curate. I don't know.
I'm just gonna start we'll just start a separate podcast for politics and TV shows.
we could do that. I'm down if you want. We can do that on my channel.
There you go. Yeah. Wait, you have a channel? You want to plug something?
Well, I haven't posted anything.
Oh, you're gonna start it. Yeah. Oh, guys. Okay. I'm so excited to officially announce that Vilson is launching a channel.
I was thinking of starting because my Twitter thing is when I started Twitter, it really helped me get more clients and stuff like that. I started because of that. And I've connected with great people over there. So I think the same thing could be done on YouTube as well.
I've
completely different thing on Twitter, but yeah.
It's a different thing, but Twitter's been great just for like engagement and like, connecting with folks and just like learning. But YouTube for me, obviously it's like where I've gotten to connect with so many people, right? Like now you and I have had a chance to talk, but Darkest Night, Foyer, like some folks that I chat with regularly now, who I would say have become like friends to a certain extent. So I think there's definitely more that you can do from a YouTube perspective, because you can put more, like you're not limited in like the amount of like characters, and you can put more thought.
I post about this. Sorry, it lagged out. I hope I wasn't talking over you.
You're saying? Okay. No, you weren't. Go ahead.
On Twitter, yeah. Okay, on Twitter, I've connected like with different kind of audience, like and people. It's mostly like fitness guys, maybe stuff like that, like e-commerce stuff, or like business people, but they're trying to grow like their audience and stuff like that. And I've met some great guys over there. I think there's you could probably expand even more there and still keep doing the YouTube thing and expand on other fields there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I love having like the quick conversations with folks there because like a lot of times what I end up doing now is if I have a thought on like Splinterlands or a game, I mean, most of the time it's Splinterlands, I'll just put it up on Twitter first because it's easy. I can do it in like 20 seconds, and then I'll
Yeah,
see like what the general vibe is because like part of it is like, okay, I have this thought before I like record a video for it. Let me see if I'm like thinking about it the wrong way. But if I post it on there, people respond, and then they're like, yeah, I was thinking about this too, or such and such, or like you got it completely wrong. Then I'm like, okay, it's a good thing I didn't record a video on that, right? So, but most
yeah,
of
and I
it's
think
helpful.
this platform, YouTube, uh, the last 2 years I've been using Twitter. I've seen many people like turn their lives around, and it's really great to see. Like
Hmm.
even from other people I've met, like coaches and stuff, some of their clients turn their lives around, like start losing weight or
Hmm.
stuff like that. And it's great how Twitter or YouTube can help you do that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just I
It's really great.
I love it. I'm a technology optimist. I think we live in an amazing time in the
Yeah,
world.
same.
And it's just like, I mean, you and I having this conversation like in real time. I know there's some lag, but in real time talking about a bunch of different things, right? Like this wouldn't have happened like 20 years ago. And my parents' generation definitely wouldn't have been possible, right? So
Yeah,
I think it's great for the sharing of ideas. I know people get scared about the sharing of ideas because there's a lot of like influential folks with maybe bad intentions out there. But
yeah, for sure. And I've had like, it depends how thick your skin is. I think on Twitter I've had a lot of backlash and stuff I've said before from some some groups of people, but who cares? For
mhm,
example, I don't care. But yeah, if that thing annoys you or uh, gets to you, maybe it's not the best thing to do.
yeah, true.
Like to start growing a following or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, this channel for
I'm gonna
me
share my views.
was
If you don't like them, you don't like them.
yeah. This channel for me was it was just to connect with people, right? Like I was obsessed with the game a year and a half ago, and I just wanted to find folks. And it's funny, there was somebody who like I think I had a good back and forth with. I tried to be respectful, but like they commented on one of my recent videos, and they're like, you should really stop making content because you're too negative and you're toxic. And I was just like, okay, like I told them like, just please stop watching.
Yeah,
And then they're like, they responded to me and they're like, okay, you know what, you're right, I'm gonna unsubscribe, blah blah blah,
yeah,
whatever. And he was throwing shade at me, and he was throwing shade at one of the other content creators for being too negative.
yeah.
And
I mean, it's pretty
but
simple, dude.
the thing is, I told him, I'm just like, my goal isn't here.
I'm not coming
Yeah,
out of your house and screaming it.
yeah, like,
You're clicking on my videos, you know.
and the thing is, I told him like it was all love. He said that the videos were causing too much stress, and I was just like, if it's causing too much stress, then like you shouldn't listen. I think you did the right thing. I'm not trying to be an ass about it. Like I think he did the right thing. Like don't watch this because I'm not trying to like be bearish just to be bearish. And what I was telling him specifically in that is just like, you know, I never talk about subscriber numbers. I never tell people to like videos or to give a thumbs up or subscribe or whatever. Like for me, this is just about having like good conversations with folks. And, if the conversation that I was having at the time wasn't something that he wanted to be a part of, then I think I was even recommending him to go to like some of the other content creators who I think have a little bit more bullish outlook. But I don't know. I think
Yeah,
this time period in the world is just really rough for folks. And so it's just like, you gotta
yeah.
go, where you need to go.
I think it comes down. It's not about the world per se. It comes down what you tell to yourself,
Hmm.
and that's gonna affect you, and that's gonna make you be more negative towards others, and you're gonna push that view on the others.
Hmm.
Uh, if you're even if we were like in the best possible bull market or whatever, there would still be people that are negative because it's in their mind. You
Hmm.
can't do anything about them. They have to fix it on their own.
It's just funny because I've
They
been,
have to change their self-talk, how they talk to
yeah.
themselves.
Well, and I again, if he ever ends up watching this, I thought he did the right thing unsubscribing, right? If like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
the, if the bearishness of my videos were too like if it was stressing him out, then definitely don't. Like I'm not doing it to stress people out. I'm just doing it because I'm trying to like give a neutral, unbiased look at like where I see things
exactly.
going.
I mean, how are you going to stop someone from posting videos anyway?
Yeah. So Alex saying, I asked you to
Their
subscribe.
problem.
Alex, you're the only one.
It's
Alex, I just want you to subscribe. That's it.
I mean, it's like that quote from Marcus Aurelius. You choose to be offended, you know. Like I'm not. I don't remember exactly the quote, but you choose to get affected by the negativity.
Yeah, that's true.
Or by the comments I make on the video. In this case, which doesn't have to be negative. It's just we're talking numbers.
Yeah.
It's not negative. Numbers are not biased. If
dropping some Marcus Aurelius. I love it.
Yeah. You should read like the meditations.
Yeah. That's good. I think what's been great about connecting here is, you know, I have friends on like, and this is going to go back to politics a little bit, but like I have friends on like both sides of like the spectrum, and they're like really, really ingrained on like one side or the other. Yeah. And I think what's been great about the crypto community and the crypto vibe in general is just like, you look at that and you're like, okay, we want to do something different, right? And that's what like Bitcoin is an exit, Ethereum is an exit. A lot of these like NFT style games and projects are like exits in their own ways, right? So I feel like the general vibe across the crypto community is something that I get along with much more than yeah.
The same.
It's interesting. So here you go. Alex Toro just became a fan. There you go. See, meditations. I've actually never read the full book, but I've read quite a bit of it externally. So big fan.
Yeah, I like the Stoics. They're cool.
I just think there's a lot to learn there. You know, lots of smart people that came before us. So you should listen to your elders. They have some wisdom. All right, so let's hear, because I'm gonna have to wrap it up soon. So
yeah, sure.
Let's take it back to Splinterlands, and I don't know if you want to talk about what you're excited for, and we'll start with like Q1 of next year, first 3 months. What are your expectations? What do you think? And then if you want to expand it to like all of 2023, how are you feeling about the Splinterlands ecosystem and team and game?
Yeah, like I said before, on the long term, I'm bullish on the game and the team. I'm not sure what we can expect on Q1. Q1 is like the first 3 months.
Yeah, right? First 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we can expect something on the Node side, at least for me, because I really like where this is going with the nodes.
You're talking about for GLS, right?
Yeah, I've seen the Gala nodes, what they've done before, and I think we can do something similar. And we have, in many aspects, we have a better case because our nodes are tradable, which can be a negative on the price, but it's better overall, at least on the free market side. And I'm hoping like we can start seeing nodes run. And before that, I'm hoping we get a generous airdrop from the GLS.
Me too.
Yeah, first I think that. I'm not sure about the soulbound, the reward cards. I'm really torn about that one.
Okay.
There are ways to make it work for sure, but I'm not sure I have any great suggestions. So I'm not gonna expand and.
I mean, I think they're coming, right? Regardless, it's just what the actual mechanics will be, if they'll eventually be tradable.
I trust Matt will go like over the community suggestions and make the best of it. I think Matt really knows his stuff when it comes to the game design. And for example, when they changed the reward structure, that was a really positive for me, even though people might find things to complain about still, but that was a huge game changer. I mean, we were getting like 2 chests before, and even if the value is lower, I mean, it feels better, more rewarding. as someone like used to play games, and it feels that you're doing something. Before it felt like, yeah, I'm getting my chest, whatever, and you had to spam the same splinter until you get it.
Yeah, true. I mean, from a gameplay perspective, I'm excited about where they're headed. I mean, even if it's stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, and I don't know how to feel about Soulbound reward cards either, but I do think that they still need to continue to fight the bot farm problem. So,
yeah, I really like some suggestions that were made from other content creators. I'm not sure who was. Maybe it was Gathering the Magic, or maybe you as well.
What was the idea?
About using like vouchers, some amount of vouchers to make the Soulbound an NFT. It was Tails as well. He suggested like something similar to Gods Unchained.
Yeah, I saw that video.
But we could do that, for example, with vouchers, and that could also give utility to SPS in a way, because you're getting the vouchers from that. Stuff like that, but make it in a way that it would reward the holders of the SPS at the end of the day. So, and if bots want to do it, they have to buy vouchers. I'm not sure how it will all work together at the end, but maybe an approach like that could work for the Soulbound, and have both sides happy in the end. Well, it's never gonna happen, but to have everyone happy, but maybe it could work. You're still gonna get a lot of complainers, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, people will always be averse to change when it first comes around. It looks like it was Tails that said that. What's up, Tails?
It was Tails as well. Yeah, I think Gathering also mentioned at some point.
I mean that idea was floated out there from the beginning, right? And I mean, not to take anything away from the content creators who thought it through better, but it's just like, as soon as they mentioned Soulbound reward cards, I remember the immediate conversation was, well, will they ever be unlockable, right? Well, like, will there ever be a point in which they would become NFTs? And I think the suggestions,
that's an essential thing for me as well. I would like to see them become NFTs in some way or another, because if it's just Soulbound, I think it kind of defeats the purpose in a way. And also, if it's burnable to get the DC, it still defeats the purpose of the peg of DC.
Yeah, true.
So I think vouchers might be the solution, but like I said, I'm not an economist.
I just wonder,
which might be better, because economists usually don't do jack. But
there's a lot to think about with it. So I don't know the best solution either, because, like, again, as you said, maybe bot farms would just continue to like mine them and then burn them for DEC, and all of a sudden we have more DEC inflation happening.
That would be a way bigger problem, in my opinion, because it would depeg DC. People won't get enough cards anyway to max out. And if they cannot max them out and bots just burn them, we're going to end up like having a few cards of those, like to a few big accounts that actually are players, but still your players couldn't be able to buy. I think it's fair to, if someone wants to come in like later in the game and buy the card, he should be able to buy the card, since we're in this crypto NFT market. I get like farming the card on your own, but if I want to spend my vouchers, my SPS, or whatever the mechanic might be to make the card an NFT and then sell it, that should be something I could do. But I would still burn that value, so.
Yeah, the thing is, the Splinterlands economy really needs to contract, right? I mean, the rest of the world economy is doing the same thing right now, but there's too much stuff out there that has no utility. So finding ways to like bring a lot of that back in, vouchers, DEC, SPS, cards, and just giving it something, I think is what they need to focus on for 2023.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
think
yeah.
on your side, what are you waiting for mostly? Like, what do you expect?
Well, I'm bearish.
Yeah, no, like for the Q1.
So for Q1, and I talked about this recently in a video, I don't expect anything in game to do much. I mean, again, maybe they throw a nuclear bomb out there, maybe they go with the DEC bond idea and that sticks. Maybe they do something else and that sticks. Maybe land, whatever. But I really don't expect much from the game itself. It would be awesome if we got the battle pass. It would be awesome if we got
Yeah, that,
maybe some kind of like expansion on guilds and whatever. But again, nothing that will save the game economy. It'll just make it a little bit more fun for players who are here and have stuck around. But it's
yeah, I
not going to
think
bring in new players. It's not going to do, it's not
that
going
should
to
be
it's
the
not going to
focus.
save the token values.
That
But
should be the focus right now. I think
yeah,
to make the game more fun in some
yeah,
aspects of it. The battle pass,
yeah,
yeah, I
and that's
completely
fine.
forgot about that. Yeah, that's a great idea. I think the battle pass overall. For example, I play Dota 2 sometimes, and there is a
Hmm.
battle pass system there,
Yeah,
and it keeps you logging in again sometimes. So it's pretty cool.
yeah, no, I agree. I and yeah, don't worry, they're blocked now.
Yeah, just
um,
so that.
so so what I am excited about, again, will be some game features. Again, this is why I'm bearish on the economy. The only things that I think could help save it is if we get successful launches for tower defense and GLG by the end of March. And
Yeah,
I, as optimistic as I want to be, I just don't think that's going to be the case.
yeah. I think our
I'm hopeful
defense
for
is
it.
gonna take a while since
Hmm.
it's like starting fresh. It's it's been running. They've been trying to make it like for how many months right now? Like 5.
Yeah, and I haven't seen an update to the dev diary, so I
I
hope the
mean,
project
it takes
is
some
still
time
going.
to make a game even in that level. It takes some time, and
Yeah.
especially to have like crypto
Yeah.
mechanics into it. So I think it's gonna take a while. That's why
My
I was
yeah.
hoping at least the nodes start running,
Hmm.
and maybe in the next year we can be like have more secure.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
regulations of crypto are on the safer side,
Hmm.
and we run on the nodes, for example.
Yeah. No, that's definitely the hope. I mean, I think Alex
Also,
Toro has it here. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, tell me. Yeah, I wanted to say something about Tails. I don't like it when Tails says the real crypto monster. That's all.
I've said the
Like,
same thing.
yeah, it
I
annoys me. Yeah, I remember you said it, but come on, dude.
You're the real cryptomancer, Tails.
Yeah,
You gave your title up. I really think that you
yeah,
and Cryptomancer should fight it out in a boxing match.
yeah,
So
exactly.
for the title.
Yeah, sorry for changing the subject. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're good. I'm just trying to support Tails, not losing his name. I think Alex unfortunately has it right here. I think people just have to hold on until the next bull run and hope that Splinterlands doesn't go bankrupt. Um,
Yeah, but pretty much.
ultimately, like
I think at the
they're
end
going
of
to
the day, I
continue.
think it comes
Yeah,
down to this. Yeah, for sure.
like that's and people aren't going to like hearing that, but that's essentially what it is. I don't know that there's like people came into this game because it had high earnings. There's nobody that's going to leave Web 2 for Web 3. Like Splinterlands just won't be able to compete with top Web 2 games.
Yeah,
So unless they can get the earnings high, or probably, and this is probably more likely, until we can get to another bull run where token
yeah.
prices pump for no random reason, or just
And
on pure
another,
speculation. Yeah.
like I said on the beginning, another thing that saves this game is once you get into it, uh, you get past that hard phase of the new player.
Hmm.
I think people become fans of it in one way or another. Even the complainers.
Yeah.
That's why they stick around.
No, yeah. I mean,
Only,
we're all just hate
only
playing now, aren't we?
yeah, I mean, they, for example, I play daily anyway. I don't care, but
Yeah.
I think even the complainers they stick around for some reason.
Hmm.
There's a reason for that, I think.
Well, they're just so invested into it, and it's just like, to a certain extent, part of it is like you feel like the team listens, right? Or they do a
Yeah.
decent job listening. But at the end of the day, they can only control so much. They can only move at a pace that is, humanly possible. We can't expect, Matt wants to put all these things into the game, but we can't expect that to be done tomorrow. And this is why, like, everybody got so hyped on that last couple town halls, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is great. Like, give it another 6 months. We heard about season rentals in July, right?
Yeah.
And Matt just said, like, we're gonna start working on it now. So just
maybe
be prepared.
the nifty arcade thing can do something on that front.
I hope so. They got a solid project there.
Yes, it seems very legit. Like I logged in to see, and they have like the total earnings and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Even if you use it as an interface to see your earnings or to see your cards and stuff, it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I can list stuff there yet, but yeah.
I think you'll be able to at some point, but yeah, they're we'll see what. I mean, they want people to list stuff.
Yeah, maybe if they make that happen, I'll just ditch the bot and list the cards from my out there. I don't know. It's a bronze account, but yeah, whatever. If someone's interested.
See, Elephantium has it right. So we're all just holding on so that we can dump on all the new players when they first come in. That's pretty much what all the Mavs and OGs did to us. So we're just waiting for our turn.
Pretty much crypto in general.
Pretty much crypto, yeah.
Pretty much, every economy ever, actually.
You can complain about the game, bot your account, and then come back in 2 or 3 years and dump on everybody else. Oh man, to be fair, Farpatron also just started working on land in September. Yeah, I mean,
that's...
Aggie said that they put land off for a year to focus on SPS. Again, he says and he has zero regrets doing that. Sorry, what were we gonna say?
They started to focus on SPS, but they haven't really focused on SPS.
I guess you're right.
I love Aggie, but come on.
Well, you're just like, if they spend a year focusing on SPS and it went from $1 to 2 cents, just imagine what's going to happen when they start focusing on land. You know what's funny? Oh, so Tails, you were actually name dropped as being the other toxic content creator. So I feel like we should do a toxic stream, like a FUD only stream sometime. Just to really stick it out there.
FUD Fridays.
FUD Fridays. 2023 is going to be full of FUD Fridays. That's going to be great. I can't wait. One thing that some people don't realize, this could be a great time to buy. Yeah, no, I mean, again, if you love playing the game, it's a great time to get in. I can't guarantee that in 3 months it won't be a greater time to get in.
Yeah, like we said before.
There's.
By the way, Alex Toro, that's a great song.
Tail says they also had to wait until Tech Modernization started working on land. Yeah, they did have to wait until.
Yeah, that's true. That's been making the login like a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
I hope
it logs you out every day. It's so annoying.
Yeah. The other day I was playing a match. The match was done.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to start another one and I was logged out.
Yeah. Isn't that suck?
I hope they fix that one.
Yeah, so Osku, somebody called. Yeah, somebody called Tails and I toxic, and Tails, I said the same thing. I said that, like, I try to keep it real. I try to be unbiased, especially because I was part of the team, right? So I wanted to make sure that, like, people just didn't think that I was drinking the Kool-Aid. But at this point,
on that front, I agree with you. Since you're part of the team, you have to be like more strict on it. Like when they say stuff, and you have to be more accountable overall.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't sharing anything on here. That
even though you're not a developer, still, people will accuse you of stuff anyway. So.
You know who I respect a lot, actually, is Biz, right? Or Byzantinus, because he's on Discord and he like regularly disagrees with the team and he like writes these super long posts. So
yeah. What I like on Discord is sometimes when Gank goes into the MAV chat. I'm not a MAV, by the way, and he just takes like everyone on. That's very funny.
I mean, I feel like there's some mornings Gank wakes up and he's like, "Today I choose violence," and then he goes in the map chat.
Exactly. That's why I love that man. Yeah, he's very cool.
Who's the first person I'm gonna go after? Just take him down. Who's someone? Elephant. I'm gonna name it. You can go dig through the comments if you want. My goal is not to throw shade at that person. I try to have hopefully a respectful conversation on why I think they shouldn't be watching my content right now. I can see how people might take that, but it's just like I'm not gonna change like my content. You know what I mean? Like I would feel very inauthentic if I was to do that and just to be like, oh, like good stuff only. Stuff is happening. But yeah. But Tails isn't toxic in my opinion. He just believes himself too much. What does that mean?
Not enough to say that he's the real crypto monster, though.
Yeah, not enough to believe he's in the real crypto. Yeah, I know. Come on.
So got to fix that, man.
100% toxic. I'm not gonna lie. Cannot imagine that. I mean, you know what's funny is like people are saying like, "Oh, you're toxic," whatever. I'm still making content for Splitlands every single day.
Yeah.
So like, I think the moment I stop, guys, the moment I stop is the moment I stop caring about the game, and I think that is the real worry for the community. Not me specifically, but that sentiment, right? Like when people check out because they don't really care what's happening in the game anymore, that's when like things are really gonna go to hell.
Yeah, that's usually true in all things. It's better if they care and complain than to completely stop caring at all, like in any field or area.
Yeah.
And usually that's what happens to crypto. People stop caring and we get the bear market pretty much.
Yeah. So here's the thing, people haven't stopped caring yet, but they will soon.
Yeah. And then once they stop caring, then you have like people like accumulating Bitcoin, start spamming later on once they're bags.
Yeah.
Start spamming on Twitter, and then people will get bullish again.
Yeah.
And here we go
again.
Pretty much that's the cycle.
Yeah. Nothing happens until they fix SPS, and they can't fix SPS until they fix DEC. So, like for me, like it's just
I think GLX is on a better
track. Yeah, 100%.
Better track since they started out like on a better playing field. Like they had some stuff they've learned from mistakes from SPS and Splinterlands, and I think they can have a better game on that side overall.
Yeah.
Have you been restaking, or are you taking any profits and turning them into something else?
GLX.
Or GLX?
It's half and half. So I sell half and I stake half, and I mean every day I do something different with the half. So
yeah, the first days I just took everything out when it was like I was making like $20 a day with just 3,000 GLX.
Yeah,
it was irrational not to take some out.
Oh no, yeah. I mean,
then
selling everything I could.
Yeah, once it dropped, I just restaked.
It was like what 25-30 cents, and every day I'd come in and be like, oh, so much, and then I'd sell it to someone. I'd be like, oh, dump. It feels so good.
Dude, even I didn't have much, and I still was making like $20 a day, which was crazy. I've never caught something on that stage before, like.
Yeah.
So it was very fun to watch.
To watch go crazy. Yeah.
That lasted.
And thank you to Bulldog for pumping GLX for just a little bit longer. He made that video, and then everybody came in and bought, and I was like, yes, dump.
Dude, the biggest bumper of GLX is Gene Pool, I think.
Gene Pool, yeah. Oh, no. Gene Pool was talking about it for a while, and then and then Bulldog made that video too.
He has like the biggest amount of it, so yeah.
I mean, again, like, I'm not saying that they're going to do poorly when it comes down to it and GLX turns around, then they'll be in a good position.
They're going to do great, yeah. But I think it's good to have a disclaimer to people and say when you do that, when you pump it in that way, to be honest and say how much you have, which he has said.
Yeah,
I'm not accusing anyone, by the way.
Yeah. No,
for example, Bulldog had his numbers in front of him, so it's very transparent.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm not throwing shade or saying that they're going to do poorly. It's just for me, I'm going to take a different approach, right? I'd rather take the profit now because I don't know what the uncertainty is. I don't know what the time frame is, and so it's just like if GLX drops down dramatically, well, now I have all this dry powder. I don't have to wait for it locked up in a token.
Same, because I've been burned before.
Same.
By the way, someone says something about Dr. Blight, and I wanted to say when Dr. Blight was a promo, I had bought like 8 packs and I got one, which is the most.
Wow, that's awesome. Like, I mean, especially at the time when Dr. Blight was like over $100.
Yeah, I didn't sell him though. Yeah, I still have him.
Nice. It's a great card.
But it's true. I still play him though, even at level 1.
Yeah. I didn't realize that Tails does drunk videos. That's pretty awesome. Tails, can you confirm, please? I remember there used to be so much more content on lands. It really did dive. So here's Luke. This is what's going to be interesting to see. Okay, right now we are in like holiday mode, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people are just taking some time off for the holidays. But yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. When I log in, I don't see as much content. These live streams don't have as many viewers as they used to. But I'm gonna give that to the holidays. So when we come back, like early January, we'll see what the numbers look like.
How many people are they watching right now? I don't see it here on the screen.
There are 23.
Oh, cool. We're famous.
We're famous, yeah. There's 23 people in the world choosing to spend their time with us. Thank you, guys. Really mean that.
Thank you, guys.
But you know, we've seen these numbers higher before, but I think it's just a matter of like just people are not engaged. They're traveling for the holidays. I mean, we're a week away from Christmas, so it makes sense. But yeah, they should be. So Asku, I think this is one of the biggest keys here. They should make playing cheaper as rewards are so meager. So this is why I'm not like crazy about buying packs and crazy about buying cards. It's because as the rewards go down, the card prices will follow. At the end of the day, people are still looking at ROI, whether they're players or whether they want to set up as bots. So, like, if the rewards keep going down, if SPS keeps on tanking, the cards will follow. So
you should. Do you have a big bag of packs? You have, right? You have like a few thousand.
Because no, I have a couple hundred, and I bought those couple hundred. I earned like the SPS with them, and then I said that like I'm just gonna hold those for the long term. I'm never gonna open them.
Yeah, I did the same, but I sold after that, and now I'm getting back because that Max Patton deal seems very good to me.
It is a good deal. I mean, you're essentially getting like buy one get one pack free.
Yeah, I'd probably get another node and get up to 3. But I got just 1 node and the rest packs. That's the reason, because I saw that.
Yeah.
Let's see how it works. And I'm gonna get the bear as well, which seems like a good card.
Got it. Yeah. No, I got enough that like I got it to level 4, which has the halving ability, but I haven't used it yet. So we'll see. Maybe I'll.
Yeah, I think it's if we sell out, like if this promo keeps going, like for 30 more days. How much is it? Like,
I
20 more days. I think it's gonna float the market.
The only bullish thing that could potentially happen is if we sell out of Chaos Legion a little bit earlier. But once again, I really feel like Chaos Legion being sold out is going to be the bottom, because people are going to see that prices aren't going to go up like crazy. Everybody who's buying packs for like $1.20 right now are going to sell them for $3 for months, because they're going to make like a nice 3x on their pack sales, while everybody else
Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, that's why I'm buying this deal, because I would be buying like for 130, I could sell for 3. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to sell some of them for sure. The extra ones, at least.
Tails must have been drunk on hopium. There you go. I wouldn't miss the streams. It's perfect times for me. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Luke. We're going to continue the streams no matter what.
What else do you hold in crypto aside from Bitcoin and SPL stuff? SPL.
I was in a lot of stuff, which again, like it's just small holdings now because everything's tanked. But I had some exposure to Polygon. There was another project I was excited about, Injective Protocol, which all those are pretty much at the bottom now. I'm trying to think.
Polygon, like the token, the Matic.
Yeah, Matic. Yeah.
That's been holding pretty good.
Yeah, it's been again. It's not like life changing. It's just like I put a little into it because I wanted to see where the project went. They started off as an Ethereum sidechain, and now it sounds like they're going to be doing a lot of their own stuff, which is still really exciting. But I just don't know if everything eventually consolidates into Ethereum or Bitcoin. So we'll see.
I think if everything goes according to what I think it will do, like in a few years, I think your nodes would be a huge holding.
Yeah.
If you keep holding them.
I mean, that's the hope. So
But it's a long game for sure. That's why I'm probably gonna double down on them even more.
Well, I think
later on.
I think
if I turn it.
Yeah, no, you're right. 2023 is going to be a good time to continue dollar cost averaging in. I think we'll see where the market goes. But Dennis, good to see you here. Who's everyone's first Splinterlands content creator? Mine's Luke Plays to Earn. Now Luke. Ooh, he changed his name to Luke Games. You got suckered in by Infidel. I got suckered in by Infidel and Bulldog. Those are the first two that I started watching.
Yeah, I think Infidel and Bulldog as well, and then probably you.
Yeah. Wait, Michael, did you not get your bears yet? I sent out all of the bears already.
Did you? Yeah, you did a bulk buy. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Michael, if you haven't gotten yours yet, let me know. But I sent it out to all of the accounts yesterday.
Michael, I haven't got any bears as well. After Sound owns me bears.
I'm just holding them all. Hang in there, fam. These are dark days, but a brighter future awaits. Yeah.
I'm kidding, guys. I didn't do the bulk buy with After Sound. He's not driving.
VT Mac Guru. I'm like, I know I sent it to you, Mac Guru. I'm gonna look at your collection right now and see your owned promo cards, and there are 101 bears sitting in your account. Go check it out. 101 bears and 2 gold foil bears sitting in your account right now, based on what you bought.
Damn, that's a lot of bears.
That is a lot of bears, but it's not enough for Papa Bear.
Could start a bear farm or something.
Yeah. No more bot farms. We're gonna do bear farms from now on. Crypto. I mean, not crypto. Tails though. We'll have to do a FUD only stream. I don't know why. I feel like Tails is a lot less. I don't even want toxic. A lot less bearish than me. I don't know.
I think Tails is one of the more like realistic guys.
But I always feel like he's got like a.
He usually doesn't overhype stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I like his content so much. But I feel like he's got like this positive spin. And he's looking out for like the health of the game and like all this stuff. And I'm just like, for me, I'm just like, yeah, it's gonna suck, guys. It's gonna suck for 3 months.
he's very articulated. Like he knows what he's saying. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Cool, man.
At least it feels like that way.
All right. Well, any final thoughts here before we head out? I just want to say it was good to finally chat with you.
If he, some design, some design critique details, if I may.
Sure. Yeah.
If you clean up your branding a little bit, Tails, I think you could have like more followers.
What would be your suggestion for him to clean up the branding?
Just more like, for example, on thumbnails and stuff, like have more clear words, like the wording of it.
Okay.
Make it like, I think he used a lot of images, which is good, but some of the backgrounds, they kind of intertwine with each other. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go, Tails. Vilson trying to give you some constructive feedback for your channel, but we want to see your channel too, Vilson. So.
Well, mine, I'm not gonna bother much, but when I start at least. But I'm just saying, like, my design perspective doesn't mean I'm gonna apply it.
Yeah. What should I do? How can I make my branding better?
uh,
I need to do something now.
I have to look at it.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it later. Like
I was just
what I
giving you a hard
think
time.
would help, and let you know on the Discord. I think it's clear. Like your titles and stuff are clear.
Yeah, I just go for the basic.
Maybe you could use like a little bit more color.
A little bit more color. All right, sounds
because
good.
It usually like helps people click on it more.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done like YouTube, but I've designed stuff for YouTube, so
gotcha.
Usually I know what clicks more, and for fitness guys and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
color helps.
I definitely want to do. I want to do more with the channel now. Obviously, there's nothing going on with like Splinterlands music for me anymore. So I want to try and take that extra time and energy and put it back to the channel, because all these folks are generous enough with their time to hang out with me. So hopefully we can make the experience here a little bit better.
Yeah. For example, if you need, I can put on some suggestions, maybe colors and how they work on certain instances. Maybe separate. You could have two thumbnails, two styles of thumbnails.
Yeah.
When you do your live, it could be a certain style, and when it's a video, it's a certain style, and that would also help the subscribers. They would instantly know what type of video you uploaded.
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's a good idea. I should come up with a better.
For example, a color can separate those. It doesn't have to be the title, like say live. Have to do it through color. Given enough time, people will train that. They will be trained. Their eyes will be trained to see it, know which is which. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll make another thumbnail for the live stuff just so that it looks completely different. But thank you. Oh, this ended up being super productive. Did the team cut you off regarding the music because of your current salt? No. Nor am I salty because they cut me off. the music stuff. The music stuff was completely separate.
I haven't listened to the song yet. I need to listen to the song.
Oh yeah. Check it out when you get a chance. So the what's that called? No, if you notice, there's not much happening from like a lore perspective. They're doing like the lore shorts now, which is a scaled down version of what they had. But there was a lot of people who were involved with the lore. Like I did that the ending song, but you had your voice actors that were part of that. You had the production team. You had the visual artists, right? So none of that is happening right now. And I haven't heard of like if and when it'll come back up, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. So
personally, I meant the Autotuna song.
Oh, the Autotuna song. Oh yeah.
Oh,
you love the Autotuna song. Well, thank you, Oscar. Yeah, more Autotuna stuff coming up soon. Luthien's been great with like helping me come up with lyrics, so it's just a matter of me recording. But it's all love for the team. I know that they're in a tough spot right now, and I've spoken with Nate, I've spoken with Asaria, and it's like they want to do this stuff. It's just the budget isn't there, and they need to be very, very conservative because we don't know where the market goes. So everything that I'm saying now, they know and they've been thinking about. All right, and so like I don't hold it against them. I don't. Obviously, I wish I could do more cool stuff when it comes to music for Splinterlands. But part of me looks at this now and says like, well, if I can't do stuff with them because there's budgetary constraints, then let me focus on like Holy Autotuna and making stuff that's just for the community. So we'll see how that goes.
Are you still having like two runes or 3? How many did you have?
What's that?
Runes.
I have 3. Yeah, I have 3 right now. So just the one main one and then 2 that I'm looking to dump. Dump on some Ethereum whale.
I regret, one thing I regret is when I first minted my runes, someone made me an offer for 1K and I didn't take it.
Oh, you should have, man. Oh.
Yeah, that was sad. And I know it was like 0.7. Then I sold it for less, but I got into lax.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in profit overall anyway, but I would be more in profit, and maybe I could have level up some more cards.
Some other cards, yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Cool, man. Well, I gotta hop off
like
here.
More. Yeah. Sure, dude.
I gotta hop off. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I know there's still a lag here. Any final thoughts before we go? I just want to say that it was awesome to finally chat with you live, and rather than just through DMs on Discord. But any final thoughts? If you want to push anybody to
I'm open to doing it again.
Yeah, would love it, man. Would love it. We need more people here talking about the game. So
yeah. If anyone wants to follow me on Twitter, well, I don't talk about the game that much on Twitter. I've made a couple of threads. It's at Wilson Talks. Final thoughts? I don't know. I just can't wait to see what happens, like with the node airdrops. I want to see what we get from GLX. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. For sure. Me too.
I would be happy if we get like a 1-for-1, but we'll see.
You know, the World Cup today has me really hyped too for GLG. I hope that kind of euphoria can stay, and
if they time that correctly, time that correctly, like you said the other day on a video with the season and stuff. But
yeah, they need to get it out sooner rather than later. But we'll see where it's at. But all right, guys, this was awesome. Wilson, thanks again for taking the time. I will catch you guys all on Tuesday, and then we'll figure out the rest of the week from there. But Tuesday, we'll see you. Guys. Have an awesome rest of your weekend and start to your week. Catch you later.